am I even in this shot? Like it looks like it's just you three.
Oh dear.
And we're back.
You try not to swear too much this time.
Oh, off.
All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Oh Dear, coming to you from Communal Creative Studios in the heart of downtown Red Deer. Yeah, you're in the shot. You're good. I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. And a special hello again, or for the first time, to anyone tuning in on Rogers TV. Yeah, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second time. Maybe they didn't give us a second episode at the time of recording this. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. A little bit of a smaller crew tonight. Andrew and Dustin both, unsurprisingly, could not be here again tonight. We're kind of used to that by now. But also, coworker Erin decided that parenting was more important than podcasting, so she is not here tonight. But good news, though, for the king of Mad Gabs, to my right here, Kevin Strybosh. You get to do the ad reads tonight, but they're all real words, so you should be okay.
Perfect. Just don't waste my time.
You got it.
Finally.
Got it.
1 month later.
Yeah, and welcome back, because I wasn't sure if you'd come back after that last episode. That you really took that hard.
Yeah, I did. That was really tough for me, actually. I was quite embarrassed, still am. And I realized I was the title of the episode, which usually I find that's a good thing, but in this case was absolutely not a good thing.
It's still an honor, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what?
I guess.
It doesn't matter if it's embarrassing or not. At least you get featured.
That's true, yeah. Any publicity is good publicity.
And hey, speaking of short guys, we weren't, but I don't really have a segue. Kevin Walsh, how's it going?
You're getting worse. And that's all right.
And you're getting taller, though.
Yeah, thank you. I'm almost as tall as Ryan Lund.
Oh, you got lifts
True
on?
story.
Almost, yeah.
True story. I'm good, Ted. How are you?
Oh, wow. No one ever asks. I'm great. I, saved a lot of time not writing good jokes for the beginning of this podcast episode, and I had a good nap. And I know you're probably not so great because the weather's terrible.
It has been very windy.
I thought of you in the bad weather. Like,
Just
Kevin
one
can't do anything
day, I wish
outside.
we would get some wind. It just hasn't been windy enough for me.
Well, hey, the Red Deer windsurfer community, though, is having a great spring so far.
Yeah, get it. Do you not like the wind because you'll blow away?
No, because I've been golfing in it. Or anytime you're outside, it's just blowing in your face.
Yeah. Well, hopefully by the time this comes out, maybe it's a little nicer out. But hey, I'm just going to segue again right into, you don't need an introduction. Ryan Lund, just you do you.
Hey, everyone. It's Ryan. Get to bed. No. Watch the end of this episode and then get to bed.
Don't forget, we're still doing a podcast, too.
Okay, well, yeah, for our listeners, get to bed.
Listen to the end and then go to bed. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Important, just get your sleep in. Get your 8 hours.
And last but not least, big shout out as always to Riley at Communal Creative Studios for being here tonight. As always, kind of babysitting us, and very quiet last time too. I almost forgot he was here. So we'll see if we can go 2 episodes in a row without him just f***ing around in the background.
Yeah, at least he's got a shirt on this time.
No. And you too, now that we've gone to TV, you've started actually wearing clothes for this podcast. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And now that introductions are out of the way, let's kick things off the way we always do with the Glad Game. All right, for the Glad Game, I think let's talk about something that's kind of all-encompassing for the month of June. It will be closer to the end of the month when this episode comes out, or maybe you're listening to it after. But I'm just always glad when Pride Month rolls around, and to see especially the city of Red Deer, like as a city, everyone as a whole too, just every year kind of gets more and more into it and celebrates Pride Month more and more, the awareness of it, right from Mayor Ken, right, everyone in the city. But you know, Red Deer, it's always going to be tough wherever you go, and Red Deer gets that rap, right? That honestly, that, hey, we're just a bunch of rednecks, no tolerance. But I feel like more and more every year when Pride Month especially rolls around that we are making some headway.
Yeah, I think in recent years, it seems like, I know it's a big fight and it's going to continue to be a fight, but it seems like just that culture and acceptance of for everybody is becoming more ingrained in everyday life. I was talking to a friend who has a middle school age child who's transgender, And I asked him how it's going, and he's like, it's awesome. Like the school is really supportive. All the students, friends, like there's really no issues, which I was kind of shocked to hear. I just assumed that there'd be, some bullying or stuff like that. But yeah, he said it's been super positive. So I think that just goes to show that society is kind of like turning the page and just jumping on board with just accepting everybody.
Yeah, I mean, school's always tough, but for any adult out there that kind of wants to argue or protest, like it's just such a waste of time. Like, who cares? Doesn't affect you. It's got to be exhausting being angry at everybody else's what everybody else does. Like, I don't know where these people find the time to protest random things. So
I think that's what they do with their time. So then it's just like, I don't know, to me that's a shitty way to spend your life.
Yeah,
it's like it's a hobby almost, which is kind of funny.
People get really wrapped up in it. Which again doesn't affect us, as a podcast. I think from day one we've let it known too that we're in full support of Pride Month, of the LGBTQ plus community. And I just thought, especially with some things going on, again, we're not going to get too deep into politics, but at the provincial level right now too, just to see the city of Red Deer really get behind Pride Week, and not just the city but the people in it, is always nice to see. And hopefully, again, for all of us, we don't really know what it's like, obviously, being outside observers. So I'm sure there's still a lot of work to do, but hopefully every year we get a little bit better.
Well said.
All right, so we did things a little differently this time for our feature interview, as not only are we recording it after we record this episode, it's also an on-location interview where we'll be interviewing Kendra and Samantha from Hebe Beauty Bar while they're administering some various treatments to at least a few of us. No idea what is going to happen in this interview, but here's a quick glimpse of how it went. All right, we are here at Hebe Beauty Bar with Sam and Kendra. A couple of us going to get some treatments. This tired old face is going to get a little bit of improvement, but I'm getting Dysport today. And like I said, a couple of us are going to get some treatments to show you what it's all about. And bring on the bro talks.
Okay. So I'm just going to talk about why we chose what product we chose. So like I was saying before, we do use Botox and Dysport. Both are superior products. Botox obviously came out first, so everybody knows Botox, right? Dysport came out a few years later. The main difference is Dysport has more of a potent particle size per unit, meaning it can get to that nerve ending much quicker. So usually in about 24 hours, it's at the nerve ending, whereas Botox can take a lot longer. Because it is more of a potent particle size per unit, it kicks in quicker, and it also can be a little bit more aggressive. So I find somebody who has young, youthful muscles that like has that collagen and elastin to hold the product. We like to use Dysport. If we were to have a client who's maybe older, has a little bit more of like tissue paper skin, or has issues with really hooded lids and is older, we would probably do some Botox. So that's kind of why we chose Dysport for him. And everybody kind of likes to get results sooner. So it's just really popular in that sense. So right now, Sam just cleaned the face. So we clean the area with chlorhexidine. If you come in without makeup, that's ideal. If you do, we are going to ruin it. So just know that we have to clean the area. Once we clean it out, we map your muscles. So the glabella region is the 11. So when we frown really hard and we see those two lines, that's usually what people's main concerns are. So those are the corrugator muscles pulling in. On men, a lot of times the procerus muscle is taking over, and that's the line that goes across here. So when we're treating the glabella region, I see Dustin checking himself. You want a treatment. So when we treat this area, what we're going to do is we're going to see results of it lifting and softening those lines. And then Sam also did the frontalis muscle, very, very common area. Frontalis muscle actually can drop the brows because it is a lifting muscle. So we like to treat higher. That's why she kind of did the no-fly zone area. And men just take more units than females because their muscles are stronger. And then crow's feet. You can see with Ted.
One for the boys.
Actually, when he smiles, you can see that his lines go all the way into his brows, meaning he is going to get a nice brow lift. If you smile really big and you only see lines down here, you won't see as much of a lift. So Sam's going to do the treatment now.
All right, so it's going to just feel like little mosquito bites. So it's quite comfortable.
Eyes closed better, eyes open?
Keep your eyes closed, just because I feel like then you don't see me coming. No.
Okay.
I'll tell you when I'm going to tell you when I'm.
Oh, yeah, that is, you're right.
These areas are quite comfortable. I'd say eyes are sometimes a little more sensitive. You can obviously bruise and bleed when it comes to treatments. I would say this area is the highest bruising area. Usually we typically don't see a ton of bruising on top, but anytime you get a needle in the face, you can bruise.
I would say I got in a fight.
That's right. Nice and tough. So
Decent
here's just a
size
little
needle.
poke.
Yeah, so the treatment itself is
How was that?
very
I
quick.
honestly
Nothing.
did not even know you did that.
Yeah, exactly. So some of them are a little bit more pinchy than others. Like that one might have been a bit more pinchy.
So I see Ted's kind of a little flush in the cheeks. Can we clean that up at all?
So there's multiple things you can do. I would say if you're looking for a quick fix, you can actually put Botox. So Botox, Dysport, putting it in different layers of the skin will do different things. So a lot of times if you're flush in the area, you can hyper dilute that. So right now, all of our product is 1-to-1. So you can hyper dilute it like even 4 or 6-to-1 and just kind of flood the area with little injectables. And that is going to kind of close up the gland. So then it's not as red. Short term, not going to be a forever thing, but it's something to do over the summer. We also have a redness solution product. A lot of people have rosacea and red cheeks. So using a product that has ingredients that will help with that is also really popular. And then lastly, laser. Doing a laser facial where they can actually go in, and the laser is actually really good at finding the pigmentation or the vascular area that needs to be treated. So he'll most likely see best results with laser, but all of those are good options.
How is that so far?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
And she's almost done. So it's a very, very quick treatment. A lot of people just get worked up because it's the unknown. And it's also, you don't see any results. You're spending however much money and you walk out and you see nothing but bug bites. So it can throw people off a little bit, but once you start to see the results in about 5 to 7 days, within 2 weeks, he'll see full results and he'll be hooked.
So will there be any like post between the now and the 7 days? Is there any pain, or is it just...
That's a good question. So I wouldn't say pain. Some people, it can induce a little bit of a headache. So if you are prone to headaches or migraines, these are 2 areas that we treat for the migraine treatment. So that's also what we do here is medical Botox. So these 2 areas obviously can induce a migraine. So when it's relaxing, sometimes it can cause a little bit of fogginess or a little bit of a headache the next day. Take a Tylenol. The main downtime is more bruising and swelling, but that's also very short-lived, and I don't think you bruised him.
Nope.
So
that is the whole treatment.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
No.
So it'll be
You look like a new man.
Yeah.
2 weeks before it's fully kicked in. He's going to notice decreased movement over the next 7 to 9 days, but 2 weeks is full effect. So if he does still have movement that he's not happy with, he can come see us in 2 weeks and we will do a touch up and then get him the results he wants.
And so 7 days is probably the best time to get a new profile pick up on those apps, or
12
days? Okay, you heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it here
There
first.
you go. You're done.
Perfect.
That was it.
All right. Well, that again, we just did the treatment. Someone who's gotten his back waxed a whole bunch, like laser hair removal, even like a massage. That was the least painful kind of, treat yourself type of treatment that I've had. So, yeah, that's anyone who I guess is afraid of needles. That was not bad at all.
Give us a big wrinkly smile. So we can
Am I
see.
allowed to smile?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that my treatment is done, we're going to go offline here. The athlete and Aaron are going to get some treatments as well. But, actually, don't go anywhere. I got to grab something before I wrap up this interview.
We don't come empty-handed.
No.
We should.
Oh no, is that?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
All right. Well, as a thank you for the support of our podcast and making us all look younger and more beautiful, we did notice there's something missing out front in the lobby. So we wanted to give you... No, this will probably be... We noticed there's some empty space in your garbage or recycling bin. So we do want to present you with this limited edition. There's actually like 500 of these that we can't sell. Oh dear, firefighter calendar. And... I looked right into the center of Lund there. I shouldn't do that, but we don't blame you if you don't put that up. But it's a conversation piece nonetheless.
I love it. Thank you.
So again, Kendra, Samantha, thank you so much for doing this. We learned a lot today. A new experience for a lot of us too. For me, getting the treatment and while we're doing the interview. So again, Hebe Beauty Bar, we already knew coming in there was so much great word of mouth about your business. And now that we're here and we see it, definitely come in here and check it out. And thank you again to both of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
A huge thank you again to Kendra and Samantha from Hebe Beauty Bar for what we can only assume was a great interview, a very unique experience for us. And as always, you can find that interview and every interview we've done on the podcast on our YouTube page. And if you followed the podcast at all, you know that Lundy has a little bit of trouble with time when we jump back and forth, but always a little weird recording an episode before an interview. Kind of fun though to leave a little mystery surrounding this podcast. A little bit of an outside the box partner for us to have, which is nice.
You think you're going to be welcome back after the stunt you pulled yesterday?
She tomorrow. She Walsh can't follow the timelines either. Yeah,
she seemed she was okay with it, and she said I wasn't the first one to do it either.
I hope now you have to do something tomorrow.
I ain't doing
that's why I said it.
Yeah. Oh boy. And now
I just painted you into a corner.
Wow. I'm gonna bring my parents.
You won't do it.
Yeah.
I already did do it, man.
And I know hopefully again that we haven't done this yet. I think coworker Aaron and Dustin's finally going to make a return to this podcast one way or another. He said he's coming. He said no needles to his face. I think he's a little scared, but we'll see. We'll see what we can make him do, or what we did make him do. I don't know what tense we're in anymore.
Yeah, that guy doesn't sweat properly anyway, so I don't know if Botox is gonna.
Well, for his armpits, yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got a few wrinkles that can probably
pretty
touch
tired
up.
looking.
Yeah, a couple bags under the eyes.
Yeah. Pretty thin lips too.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Lots of work to be done.
Yeah. Well, no, I think you should get lip filler.
No, I don't want to ruin this face.
Yeah. Anyways, go. We still have no idea how that's going to go, so go watch it. And on that note, time to talk about everything and nothing all at the same time as we head in to Shooting the Breeze.
Bang, bang.
That was very, very happy.
Oh yeah, it's a good day. Any day I
Lots of breeze today.
Any day I get to shoot the breeze with you guys is a good day.
Do you practice?
Practice what?
Your sound effects.
Yeah, like in the shower, in the bathroom. Yeah,
that's what that is.
Yeah,
just Lund shooting the breeze in the bathroom.
Yeah,
so if you guys want to, I can give you tips. Just come over to my bathroom and I'll show you what to do.
Well, you put a lock on the door.
Yeah, well, you got to be invited in first.
You were.
Yeah, I'm in.
You're in. Okay.
All right. First thing to talk about again is we have our third installment of Barbershop Talk out now. And we've another great time at Red Stag Barbershop with, I've said it in there, one of my favorite people, 15-year pro hockey player, Pete Vandermeer, a very prominent person and family here in central Alberta, and maybe one of the kings of hockey stories too. And it's always those minor league guys, right, that tend to have the best stories.
Well, they've usually seen the coolest shit. They've played with some of the best players. They've seen some of the worst aspects of professional hockey. They've played in a lot of small barns, small towns, small cities, and they've just known so many guys. So they're not the millionaires that are flying first class. They're on a bus somewhere a lot of the time. They're similar to a blue collar worker, I'd say, for the most part.
Well, and Pete, like, he was just listing off teams that he played for, and he was around for so long. And like, when you play for that many years and that many teams, you get to meet so many people and like different players that you play with or against. And I feel like that just leads to all these different stories that he had.
And he's still playing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And he, like, for the type of player he was, he can still form full sentences and everything too. Like, very, very impressive. But he's just such a genuinely nice guy too. He has time for everybody. He's been listening to the podcast since day one too. So he was very excited to come on. And here's just a clip of our barbershop talk with Pete Vandermeer.
So you played a couple games in the NHL, as you mentioned, for Wayne Gretzky, which is pretty cool. And I think that was later on in your career, right?
Yeah.
So how did the guys in the room receive that? Like how was it, going through that journey of playing pro and playing for a million different teams over the years and then finally getting your shot?
Yeah, it's surreal is not the right. Like, I was 32 years old. I'm one of the oldest guys that ever played his first, regular season game. And yeah, you think for so many years, like I played in every league there is, and all these teams that don't even exist, leagues that don't even exist anymore. But that was my goal. That's what I dreamed about doing, and I did everything I could to get there. And when it finally happened, I got the call, and I told the boys this on Spittin' Chicklets too. Like, we were on the road in Hamilton, and I got called in by a coach and said, "Hey, you're not playing tonight." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm not playing tonight? I used to play here. I'm playing." So, "No, we got great news for you. You got called up." I'm like, "No, that's not funny. That's quit around. It's not a joke." He says, "No, we're dead serious. Like, I need the paperwork. Get me the paperwork. Go upstairs. Get the facts, the rolly up facts. Get me the facts and show me. Otherwise, I'm beating the out of you two right now." Coach Greg Ireland, who's their head coach. Ray Edwards, great guy. He was assistant Calgary for a while before. I played with him, with Ray before, a good buddy. Said, "No, Pistol, we're serious. Like, you're going up." And so then I had to fly across country and had like 3-4 days to think about it. Just rattled totally. And then when I got there, the guys just treated me like I'd been there forever, right? Like, I was a veteran guy, older guy. Everybody likes the tough guys because they look after you, right? So, yeah. But like, I played against Shane Doan. We're kind of the same age. Like, he played, and Kamloops beat the absolute crap out of us in Red Deer over and over again in those years. But welcomed me in like I'd been there for 10 years. Derek Morris, good buddy of ours from Sylvan Lake, was there. Like, "Pistol, you're staying with me. You're not staying in a hotel." Like, that kind of stuff. They just made it awesome. And Gretzky was the head coach. Talk was assistant. Grant Fuhrer, like, guys that I looked up to my whole life, or been here forever. Away you go. You know what to do. Just go do your job. And it was amazing.
So did you notice like a giant jump in the play from the AHL to the NHL? Like,
easier. It's way easier. And every level up from the lowest going up, every step up the ladder is easier to play. As long as you can keep up, like, your skills are there, it's just easier. It's less scrambly. It's like going from midget AAA to junior A, same as going junior A to the Western League to the East Coast to the American League. Every step up the ladder is just easier to play. Everybody is more skilled, more where they're supposed to be, more skilled, can handle shittier passes, can give better ones. And it's just more structured, right? And as long as you can keep up and your role or your job within the structure, it's easy. It's just easy, and it's just so fun. And then it's like, I want to do this forever. This is fantastic. No, kid, beat it. Get out of here. You had your shot. See you later. But thanks for coming. It was such an amazing experience. And just like anybody, if you fulfill your life dream, it doesn't get much better than that. And just wish more people could experience that kind of, like, seriously, joy.
So again, just like everything else, you want to watch the full barbershop talk, which I highly recommend, especially if you like hockey stories. You can go to our YouTube page to see that. And yeah, no one, again, planned yet for the next barbershop talk, but we've been on a good run. And Walsh, it's just too bad you couldn't be there, because I don't think you really know Pete too well. I know Dustin does, but...
Yep. But obviously, the Vandermeer family growing up, and I'm a very, they're kind of like the Sutters in the hockey world, where they're just, all the boys played hockey and they were all really good and tough, like, the typical tough farm boy. I think that was them to a T. So
still is.
Yeah. And it's really cool that a lot of them are still, around Central Alberta and owning businesses and doing their thing. So
yeah, I think they're all still in Central Alberta except for Jim, who I believe is in Vancouver. So still very local. You see all the Vandermeers, like Pete said in the interview, that he doesn't say no to a golf tournament.
And Pete's a top O'Deer fan. He posted on Facebook today that he was. So
I did see that. I don't think he posted. I think he
So if you like Pete, you should maybe like or subscribe to Oh Dear.
Yeah. I mean, they're already listening.
Well, I'm talking to our Rogers
Oh,
TV
Rogers TV
people.
yeah. Do you think Pete knows that he posted that top fan thing? Because that's not a brag.
He probably already forgot.
Yeah, he probably had to lost a bet and had to post that he's a top Oh Dear fan.
Good on him, though.
Yeah.
Cheers, Pete.
But let's talk a little bit about, of course, our Red Deer District and Chamber of I can never say it right. Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce, a partnership that we have going on. Our latest business spotlight with ZS Holdings. That's Shazma and Jamil Sharania is out on YouTube. Make sure you go and watch it because it's a very good one. Again, great work by Riley and Fish as always. But coming up too, next one is with Janessa Marshall, who is the owner operator of the Forum, which is a very unique, interesting business here in Red Deer, and something that we actually learned a lot about. So make sure you stay tuned for that one coming up right around the end of June. And for our Rogers TV viewer, maybe plural, who knows, if we're lucky, but we'll save you the trip to YouTube. And here is our second edition of the Oh Dear Business Spotlight featuring ZS Holdings.
Hi, I'm Shazma, and this is my husband Jamil, and we are ZS Holdings. We have 7 locations, 4 in Red Deer, 2 in Hinton, and 1 in Edson. And they're all under the IHG umbrella, better known as Holiday Inn Express, and Staybridge Suites. My mom and my dad first came to Canada with nothing. And my dad grew up in the hospitality business. He saw some potential in Red Deer. So really, the start of our company was in Red Deer. And my parents decided to name the company after myself and my sister. So the Z is my sister Zainal, and the S is myself, Shazma. And I grew up in this business. And so I like to say that I'm born and raised in Red Deer, and so is our company. I appreciate the fact that my parents have allowed me to take this foundation and learn from it, grow it, and then when he joined the business, add to it. And I'm so proud of where we are, not just the growth and the number of locations we have. Let's go back and tell them when you really joined the business.
He was working security on the weekends when she was working night audit.
He was my security guard. So he would come around and he'd be like, 252 is making a lot of noise. I'm like, yeah, that's normal. It's the jacuzzi suite. Don't worry about it. But it takes a specific type of character to also be in a family business. You have to really be able to have a growth mindset. I think that when we look back personally and we look back professionally and we look at ourselves 21 years ago when we first started dating till now, obviously there's been a lot of growth, but it's been also that respective individual growth. So there's that together, there's that respect.
Yeah, I think that comes, it's a value that has come from Shazma's parents and, us having a similar upbringing. And that, our girls are second generation Red Deerians, so the community is very important to us. We want to provide a place where they're proud to grow up and be participating members of the community. So we try to do what we can.
I'm an advocate, and I believe that our industry needs to showcase a career path, but also to mentor some people and to be able to give back to the community in that way and to the next leaders of our generation. We want to give back to the communities that we're in. My dad and my mom always feel that if it wasn't for Red Deer, a lot of what we have today wouldn't be possible.
Huge thank you to Shazma and Jamil from ZS Holdings for taking the time to sit down and do that feature. Like I said, great work as always by Riley and Fish from Communal Creative Studios. They always knock it out of the park, as they always do with Lund Employed. That we always have to talk about. For anyone watching, listening for the first time, Lundy has been, we'll call it gainfully unemployed by choice for a while now. So we partnered with the Chamber to bring you Oh Dear's first ever really full-length series, feature series, I guess we'll call it. First attempt at one at the very least, where Lund goes to a different business every month in hopes of finding a new job. And fortunately for us, he's had no luck so far. Last episode, we showed you the debut episode of Lund Employed with Alberta Asian Motorworks, and spoiler alert, didn't go great. So for episode 2, Walsh actually very graciously stuck his neck out for Lundy, invited him over to MNP for a chance to try out the world of accounting, and here you can see for yourself how it went. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Lund Employed, presented by the Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ted Emmett. This is Mr. Ryan Lund. Lundy here, looking to get back into the workforce, trying some different things. Last time, he went to Alberta Asian Motorworks to try his hand as a mechanic, and it went.
Unfortunately, you're fired.
So now you're trading in your blue collar for, a blue and white collar, but we are here at MNP in Red Deer, and you're gonna, I guess, try your hand at accounting. Do you have any accounting experience?
Yeah, I've counted many times before, and you know what, it's tax season, and you know what, I think it's a perfect time for me to learn the tricks of the trade and crunch some numbers, so I'm excited.
Yeah, luckily you don't have to talk much as an accountant, right? It's all about the numbers. So our good friend, part of the Oh Dear podcast, Kevin Walsh, has graciously offered to have you come in and do a little bit of a tryout. So let's get going. Let's get upstairs and get to it.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, big day.
Yeah.
Did we get?
I hope so.
It's all the way to the top, right? That's a metaphor.
Makes me
Going straight to the 4th floor.
That makes me more nervous about going to the top.
Yeah, let me.
I like that.
Those.
I just thought, you know what?
You didn't have those on like 3 seconds ago, but no, I like it. It's good luck.
Thank you.
Great.
Hey. Kev?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
All right, we got a busy day planned for you, so come with me.
Okay.
So, Ryan, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You're welcome. You know, it's a busy time of year for us, so we're always looking for quality individuals that are going to be able to pick things right up quick and help us keep going.
Yeah.
You know, at MNP, we're not just accountants, but we do a lot of different things. We specialize in different areas. And as you'll see today, we want to give you a taste of maybe some of the other services that we can provide clients. So we have some things lined up, but I do want to reiterate, it's tax season, so no messing around. People are busy.
Hey, you'll find I'm all business all the time.
Perfect. That's what we're looking for. All right, Lundy, let's get started. Pack up your shit. Let's go.
So this is not my office.
This is not your office.
Okay, we're going to my office though?
No.
Okay, but eventually we'll get there, hey?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
These are one of our supplies. Grab what you need.
Oh, I actually do need a pen. Thank you.
Scott, this is Ryan Lund. He's one of our new hires. This is Scott Dixon.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's a senior partner in our ag niche firm. He's been around a long time. He's seen a lot of changes in the firm and in technology and how things have changed in the business world. But he's going to talk to you today about an inventory count simulation.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
We thought we'd give you a little ag experience, what we do in our ag niche here at MNP.
Yeah.
We don't do many audits, but we do a little bit. And an interesting one in the ag world is it's tough to count things that move around.
So am I going to a farm today and counting real cows?
No, you get to test your mettle today to see if you could do it. Just get the numbers right here, because if you can't get it right here, when they're not moving around and making lots of noise and running
everywhere
through chutes, and go take a wander around, see if you can find the cows in the room, and let me know how many you got.
All right, thanks for the opportunity, Scott.
You're welcome.
and Ryan, there will be a test at the end of this.
Oh, great. I'm good at tests, so that's good. 1. Nice try, Scott. I'll save it for later. All right. I think I have my number. We'll see how accurate I am. I feel confident.
So, how was that?
It was challenging. There was a lot of cows in spots I thought cows shouldn't be allowed. And I had to go around a second time because I know you guys are trying to trick me somehow, but I haven't figured out how. But what I should have done is somehow mark the cows I've already counted.
But there are lots of ways, as you say. If you think in a pretty small contained place, you saw, just some of the challenges of what it's like if you were doing this for real in a feedlot. They'd have 5,000 head of cattle.
Well, yeah, and they'd be walking around. I could have sworn some of those cows moved too. But you know what? I've got hopefully an accurate number of little baby moo cows.
What was your total count?
I ended up with it's like 33.
And our independent auditor, how many did we have, Kevin?
41.
41. So plus or minus, we were out by about 20-some%.
That's a rounding error.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Ina.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
Ryan, nice to meet you too. I hear you want to learn a bit about tax.
I do. Yeah.
You do.
So what do you do here, Ina?
I'm a tax partner.
Okay.
Tax specialist. So all I practice is tax. So this is about half the Income Tax Act that we use every day.
Your book's a little bit thicker than mine. How do I pay the least amount of tax possible?
Who brought this guy?
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I look forward to working with you in the future.
Yes.
It's important it plops out. That's how you know it's good coffee. just saying if I choose a different career path, become a hacker, like what's the easiest way to hack in? MMP, how can I help you today?
Lundy,
Hey,
I've been looking for you. What are you doing in here?
I'm just trying to balance.
Is that a Nintendo?
No, I'm just trying to balance the balance sheet.
Is that a weird? Let me see that. Is that a calculator?
It's a calculator.
Oh, you. Okay, pack up your stuff.
I'm sorry. I thought I was on break.
No, there's no.
I'm sorry, man.
I told you it's not lunch.
I know it's tax season. Well, that's embarrassing.
Lundy, where you been, man?
I've been trapped in this stairwell for the last 15 minutes.
It's been like 3 minutes.
Well, it felt like 15.
I'm gonna have you meet Julie here. She's gonna train you on some tax season tasks.
Hey, Julie.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Ooh, those are warm.
I just poured a warm cup of coffee, so.
All right. Well, have you scanned before?
I have scanned, but this looks like a newer, more exciting scanning machine.
Do you know what a staple is?
Yes, I know what a staple is.
Okay. So we're actually going to do some expenses.
Okay.
We're going to prep some expenses here.
Okay.
So I need you to
Pop the staples?
pop the staples, but be mindful of which staples you're popping.
Whoa. So, you know what? Let's go with
From the back.
From the back.
From the back of the package, he's going.
There's staples on this side too.
Well, you're getting a little willy-nilly.
Julie, I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're just about done. I think I got 2, maybe 3 left. This is very sensitive paper. Well, this is dangerous because it's over some numbers and you don't want to.
That is very smart.
It's not very good.
Oh.
You have any glue? That was the last page. Oh, where did this come from? That was probably right there. Yeah.
In the back, upside down, and to the back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, that's gonna go really crooked. Are you?
No. As long as
small slot.
Do you think I can just? What happens if I ripped it too much where it can't?
It might be okay. Just hit the button. Everything will be. Oh shoot! Because you ripped it too much.
And this is the last receipt.
Oh, well, that was cool.
Did it work?
Probably.
I taught her something new. And that's all the scanning. Now, from what I know, you don't care about the order you put these back in. You just put them in a shoebox and give them back to the manager.
Well, instead of that, actually, we are going to assemble a corporate paper year-end package.
Okay.
So.
That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, we get to use a different machine.
Well, if it's anything like this, sign me up.
It's a little scarier. This is the machine we're going to use.
Okay.
And I already pre-printed this for us.
Thank you.
So we start with a plastic first page.
It's a strong start, yeah.
And then we've got the cover page.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put a green sheet.
That's pretty close.
We don't do pretty close here.
I'm partial to a 3/8 binding.
open it up. Okay.
Do I go all the way?
No, that'd be crazy. Okay, so now we can't do the whole thing at once. Yeah, do the rest. Remember which way you put it in?
I can figure it out. Let me fix it.
Oh! This one might be looking a little thick.
No. That's good. Now I'm not sure if it's the right way. What's the worst that could happen?
We could just waste more resources.
And then we hand it to the client, and they say thank you very much.
Pretty close. Yep.
So Julie, what honest impressions how do you do?
I mean, a little slow, but has an eagerness, a fire. I think if he went home and thought a lot about what he could have done better, and he could show me what he could do better, I'd bring him back for day 2.
That's a yes. That's a yes. That's a yes. What a day. How about that weather?
Good.
All right. Kev?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be somewhere?
Yeah, it's break time.
No, there's no break time. Get up there.
Jeff, you dirty dog. Here you go. Christine, how are the kids? Candace, how you doing? Nothing for you, Christine number 2. Ashley, looks like you got a final notice here. That can't be good. Ryan. Here you go, big dog.
Sure, thank you.
Jay, last one's for you. Think fast. Oh. Gosh. Yeah. Good work today, guys. Oh, you put in an honest day's worth of work.
Lundy, where have you been?
That was quitting time, no?
It's 3 o'clock. So look,
I thought we were done at 3.
No, we're done at 5.
Okay.
So, let's talk about how your day went.
Okay, just a sec.
You started off strong.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed, actually. You surprised me. But regardless, I think I spent a lot of the afternoon running around the office trying to figure out where you've been.
Okay, in my defense, this place is huge. There's a lot of offices. I got locked in the stairwell, and I was trying to chat with some of my coworkers, but they didn't really want to hang out with me.
I mean,
okay.
Look at you. Your glasses, they come right off. You're a fake.
Yeah, but I'm trying to act the part.
It's not working. So, unfortunately, I think this is where we're going to free you up to explore other opportunities.
Okay. Can you keep my resume on file?
Sure.
But I mean, what did you learn today?
I learned that being an accountant is a tough job. There's lots and lots of different things that MNP does, and it's not just about crunching numbers.
I'd say that's fair.
So I would love a second shot. Maybe now I know what it takes. I'll do a little bit more training and come back smarter, stronger, and more prepared next time.
Maybe get the financial accounting for dummies number 2 before you come back next time.
All right.
Hey, Lundy, hold up a second.
Yeah?
You forgot your glasses and these cows.
Thanks.
Huh.
So, how'd it go?
They're pretty busy right now. They said I did good, but they didn't like some of my shenanigans. They're gonna keep my resume on file, but I think I should probably keep looking.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to work anywhere where they ask you to be anyone but yourself. So it's okay. You know what? We'll keep trying. Let's go. I know it's before dinner time, but we'll go get some ice cream. We'll talk about it, and we'll see what's up next.
Hey, there's plenty of jobs out there, right? Thanks, man.
Thank you again, Walsh, and to everyone at MMP for having us there in the height of tax season, no less. That was a beginning of April, end of March. We recorded that, so a busy time, but yeah, unsurprisingly, not really a fit for Lundy.
Yeah, you know, to be honest, Ted, now we're like 2 months post-tax season. I don't even remember what happened. Like, I don't know why I agreed to that.
Wow.
You said last episode, content, baby.
Yeah.
I think once the head honchos over at MNP have time to digest how good of work I did that day, they're going to reconsider and they'll probably ask me back. So just maybe not during tax season. So I'm hoping I get a second shot over at MNP.
I think you will.
Yeah.
He rocked that mail cart pretty good.
That's what I get compliments on the most. My mail delivery.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah.
And you only missed like 8 cows?
Yeah.
Something
yeah,
like
the
that?
cow counting was rough. I did not expect them to be
The
moving
stationary
around.
cows.
Yeah. No, they were moved around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone is cheating.
Yeah, they were moved around, so you should have been over, under. I can't remember what it was. Either way, you screwed it up a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, we're now up to 3 episodes. So Lund's latest venture took him to Pampa Brazilian Steakhouse. That episode should be out now as well, so make sure you go check it out. And the first installment, if you haven't seen it, on our YouTube page.
And if you're hiring, get at me at Oh Dear.
All right, now we are going to move on to Deer Call.
You dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's dying.
That's a dying.
Yeah,
that's a deer calling for help.
That's a deer who's lived a good life. He's ready. He's ready to go.
Again, if you're new here, a Deer Call is a segment we do every episode. Actually, one of my favorites because we're able to get all the listeners and followers involved. A few days before we record each episode, we'll post a question on Instagram and our Facebook pages. Your answer or opinion is going to get you into the draw for one of 2 $25 gift cards. So again, make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook. So one reason why it's one of my favorites, but also just sparks some great conversations, especially when nostalgia is involved. And because summer is finally officially here, or hopefully by the time this comes out, we're getting some decent weather. But we asked you to tell us what your favorite summer movie is, whether it's actually about the summertime or just gives off those summer vibes. Either way, we wanted to hear it. So right off the hop, I think we're going to reveal my favorite. But one of our winners, Eric, but also Christina, who didn't win but had a great answer, said Dazed and Confused, which is, like, I think, the ultimate coming of age summertime movie.
I like the movie. To me, it's nothing special.
What?
It's there's just not enough there for me.
You're
it's
nothing special.
It is a good coming of age story, but it's not overly funny. It's not overly dramatic. Yeah, guys like me and Kev here are too young to really appreciate it, I think.
Like, have you even seen that movie, Kevin?
I have not. Be a lot cooler if I did, though.
Oh, okay, he knows that line. And that is Matthew McConaughey's first role, right? So, and Ben Affleck is in there. Cole Hauser, who finally became famous because of Yellowstone. But
did you guys hear Ben and J-Lo might be getting divorced?
I can't talk about
I'm
that
shocked.
right now.
I mean, yeah.
Why would you bring that up?
I was
just getting over it.
Just want to make sure everyone knew.
Anyways, highly recommend. I think you need to see that movie at least once. Highly disagree with you, Lund, but that's not everyone's into everything. Cheryl, our other winner, said Top Gun, which definitely has the summer vibes, right? Especially the volleyball scene in the original one.
Hey, that's one of the few movies where are we talking about Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick?
Well, probably either. I think this was the original Top Gun, but they both have summer vibes.
Yeah, that's one of the few times where the sequel has been like 20 years later and has been as good or better than the original.
Yeah,
there's not many out there, but that's probably one that where the sequel is like it justifies doing the sequel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that. That's a good summer movie.
Top Gun I watched a number of times. I would never consider it like a summer movie though.
Oh, it's summer vibes.
Oh, come on,
With
man.
the
volleyball scene.
I guess
it's a movie I think people watch in the summertime. Like it's kind of more but I agree, it's not a summer movie. That's again, like I said, the summertime vibes. Hey, this is fun because he doesn't normally comment on our Facebook post, but Mayor Ken said, and I agree with this one, it's up there, Grease. That is a summertime, summer lovin'. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is a summer movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably taught some of those kids. Oh, no, nothing but love, American.
Okay, have you seen Grease?
I have not seen Grease from start to finish.
Okay, but you know the songs.
Your landlord has some work to do.
Yeah. I've seen Top Gun though, and I really enjoyed it, and it gave me summer vibes.
Yeah. Grease actually is such a good movie, and it's still it's. I mean, in some ways it doesn't hold up, obviously, but it's still enjoyable and great music. I love a good musical movie.
I think it was honestly probably maybe a bit ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
So was it called Grease because of
They're greasers.
Yeah, but why are they called greasers? Because all the hair product in their hair?
Didn't you ever read The Outsiders?
No.
Oh.
What? No.
Oh, stay golden, pony boy.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you the movie. Well, the
Okay.
book is good, but it's not really a book for a 30-year-old man to read.
Yeah, I am 38.
Thanks for confirming.
I thought, I wasn't sure if Grease was about the hair product or about like people working on cars and stuff.
I mean, I think it's both, but even at the beginning, it's like the whole logo comes out of like a tube of hair product. But my man, the athletes list of movies to watch this summer, you're gonna have a great summer.
Oh yeah,
goodness.
I would agree. I never thought of Grease as a summer movie, but it kind of starts off where they're reminiscing about summer, and then it goes to the school year, and then the end is like the iconic song as well.
Yeah,
Summer Lovin'.
Yeah. Well, the Summer Lovin's at the start, I think.
Yeah.
You'd know that if you watched it, but
but it's about summer.
Stop. The whole thing is based on a summer romance. But anyway, speaking of
happens so fast.
that was not the first line, but that is a correct line. So we'll give it to you. One that Randy said, I've only seen like the live musical, and I won't watch the movie for that reason. But she said Mamma Mia, which is another. I'm gonna assume Strybosh.
No
you have
chance.
Not seen
No.
that one. No.
Mamma Mia, here we go again. Mamma Mia. Na, 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 na.
Okay. No.
I haven't seen the movie.
Wait, have you heard the song?
Well, yeah, it's by ABBA, right?
Yeah, the whole movie is based on ABBA.
Okay.
It's really, really good musical. I heard the movie's kind of blah, so I've never watched it. This is kind of funny. Two different Caseys, one with a C and one with a K, both said Now and Then. That's the one, like the flashback one with like Christina Ricci is in it, and then Rosie O'Donnell plays like the older version of her, I think. But it's like another coming of age. I saw it when I was a kid, and it opened me up to a lot of like that 60s music, like the Monkees and all of that. Have you seen it?
I know what you're talking about, but no, I haven't watched. I'm not a big Rosie O'Donnell fan.
Well, she's not in that much.
Well, I'm not a big Christina Ricci fan.
Oh, okay.
No, I just.
What about Devin Sawa? He's in there.
I have no idea who it is, but
yeah, you know who
he's a hunk.
Yeah, and Strybosh, I assume another one.
I don't even know what you just said.
Now and then. And you know what? It's an excellent soundtrack too. I'll tell you that much. So Chrissy said another one Strybosh for sure hasn't seen, and maybe one of the most devastating endings to a movie of all time. My Girl.
Oh yeah.
Or Thomas J. Spoiler
oh my
alert.
God.
But he can't see without his glasses.
Oh, what a heartbreak.
That is one of the saddest movies I've ever seen.
Is it Bees?
Yeah.
Is that how it?
Yeah.
I feel like I watched that when like 10 years old, maybe. And it crushed me so much that I've never watched it
I couldn't watch it again, honestly.
Yeah, you see the ending.
Strybosh, you have to watch it.
Just don't watch the ending, man.
Sounds sad. I'm going to have such a great summer watching all these fun movies.
He lives. Don't worry.
Is it Macaulay Culkin that's the kid? Yeah.
Yeah. And Dan Aykroyd's in it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good movie, but it is like almost a rite of passage movie to watch growing up, but it is real sad.
Yeah.
Sarah said Grown Ups or Grown Ups 2, which are two terrible movies, but I have to admit really do give off like the grown up friendship summer vibes, which I've watched both those movies more than I'd care to say.
Yeah. No, yeah, I have nothing to say about those movies because they're terrible movies, but they take place in the summer, so
fits the bill.
Yeah. Good job, Sarah.
I know you had to have seen those.
I think I've seen the first one.
Well, then you've seen the second one because it was equally as bad.
What do you do? Read and exercise?
Oh, definitely don't read.
Oh my God.
You've seen me read these ads.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Vicky and a third Casey said The Great Outdoors, which is a very underrated John Candy movie. And actually, I also think Dan Aykroyd's in that one too, right? And I know Strybosh hasn't seen that one, but add it to the list because that's just a fun movie.
If you're a John Candy fan, you'll like that movie. It's like a typical John Candy.
So it's like a mid-'80s film, probably?
Yeah.
Maybe early 90s?
Okay.
Yeah, that time period. They're trying to take their young families out to...
It's just a vacation, but it's like rich guy versus not rich guy type of thing. Yeah, it is a good summer movie.
Yeah, they find a dead body at a restaurant, and then the kids play with the dead body. It's pretty fun.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, thanks for highlighting that. Kelsey said The Parent Trap, which man, it's been a long time since I've seen that, but you know what? And technology was at its peak then, having Lindsay Lohan play both roles.
I was convinced she had a sister for like 5 or 10 years after that movie.
Nope.
Have you? So you've maybe seen 2 of these movies so far. Tracy said one I know Strybosh hasn't seen, which is a crime. I guess it's a summer movie still. Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Which is again like just a necessary coming of age movie to
Another
watch.
dead body in that one too.
That is actually the whole movie is based on a dead body, basically.
A lot of people dying in the summer.
What would you do if you found a dead body, Strybosh? As a child, as a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I would make a summer movie about it.
And then you
as a 10-year-old child?
Yeah, you're in the forest and you find a dead body. What would you do?
Well, probably run away.
But they were looking for it in the movie. Like they set out to go find it.
But why? Well, I can't remember what was it.
Because they would just to find it and be the
heroes,
something like that.
Bring it back.
Yeah, well, another one like young Jerry O'Connell, Will Wheaton is in it. River Phoenix, which I don't know if you know that. He passed away.
R.I.P.
Yeah. But and Kiefer Sutherland's in it. Like that's another great movie. Kevin, you're gonna have such a good summer. Like you're gonna enjoy all these, I promise. Jillian said one that became a cult classic like way later, but Wet Hot American Summer I think is I guess now you can call it a classic summer movie, and the series and stuff that followed. But that's another one like with a sneaky cast in it.
They got a lot of people in that cast that got famous after the fact. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to look back. And they did like a series like 5 years ago about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well they did First Day of Camp. I can't remember what was a series and what was just a movie, but they did like First Day of Camp that took place before the movie, and then like the end of camp basically. So there's 2 different spin-offs from that one.
Yes.
Oh, you have seen that one?
Yeah, I have seen that one.
Oh, wow. What about Erica said Sisterhood of?
The Traveling Pants.
Oh, you knew that? Okay. You used to call it the Sisterhood of the...
the
Traveling Pants of the... Sisterhood.
Is that 2 different movies?
It is 2 different movies, yeah. That one also haven't seen, but no.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
Brenda said a classic, like the original National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
So that was the one where they went to Wally World. All I remember from that, hey, someone else died in a movie, but when they put the grandma passes away and they put her on the roof of the car? I think that's the only thing I can remember from that movie. Okay, now we're getting into the ones that I think we can all agree on. Danielle, Lisa, and Amanda all said The Sandlot.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is like, that's an iconic childhood movie. Kevin, if we're sending you to the couch if you haven't seen The Sandlot.
I have seen The Sandlot.
That's like, it gets better every time I watch it. I don't watch it a lot anymore, but every time you see it on TV or whatever, like it doesn't lose its effect as you become an adult.
It's such a simple premise too. Like some young kids playing a baseball game, hit a ball over the fence, and you're just terrified of the dog or the neighbor. And then it turns out, it's not that bad, not that big of a deal. Like it's a timeless movie. Like they could remake that movie today and it'd be just as successful.
There is like a Sandlot 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I've never watched it. I love The Sandlot.
Yeah.
I've showed my kids. At first they were too young and they had nightmares about the dog. So I got in trouble for that. But now I think they kind of like it. But
yeah,
we watch it probably a couple times each summer.
Like how iconic is Some More of What?
Yeah.
Right? Oh.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
Kevin, this is a movie you can actually talk about because you've seen it.
The Sandlot?
Yeah.
So I would have been like really young when it came out. I do remember it. And I remember, honestly, the biggest thing I remember about it is being scared of the dog in the backyard. So that's how young I was when I saw it.
They do make the dog extra scared. Like that's
until you watch it now and then you're like, oh, that's really bad movie magic.
Let's talk about the real reason why as adolescent men we loved that movie was Wendy Peppercorn.
Oh.
Well, the outdoor pool scene. So Squints Palidorus, I think.
Yeah.
He I've watched this movie a lot.
Yeah.
He pretends to drown in the pool, and then the hot lifeguard saves him.
Oh man, he looks like a dead fish.
So the one thing I've noticed having kids is I'm watching these like early 90s movies that I watched as a kid, and like all these Disney movies, they say like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And it's like a PG movie, which like not a big deal, but it's just like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different. But anyways, when he kisses her and then at the end of the movie it's like they get married and have like 8 kids.
Yeah,
it's just like that's the best ending.
Yeah. That I think Dazed and Confused is my favorite summertime movie, but I actually think The Sandlot is not only the best summertime movie ever made, but it's probably one of the best like just youth oriented movies.
So I actually saw something on Instagram today that The Sandlot came out in 93, but it was based in 62.
Yeah.
So that's 31 years.
Oh.
So we are 31 years today to 1993.
Wow.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Well, now they need to make another. Well, no, they did make other ones. It was terrible. Because Dustin wasn't here, he still provided this one. I think, Walsh, this might be one of your favorites too, something you guys talk about. Underrated summer movie is Summer Catch. It's not a great movie, but it's still great.
Tugs at the heartstrings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jessica Biel's a babe too.
Yeah. And Fez is in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah. No, that's a great movie too. So that was it for the responses we got. As always, thank you to everyone for taking part in Deer Call. And like I said, keep an eye on our social media for the next one. Your next chance to win one of 2 $25 gift cards. Let's talk about some surprising ones that were not mentioned. No one said Crossroads, the Britney Spears movie. No one said The Notebook, the greatest love story of our time.
Yeah, that. Yeah, it is in the summer. Like they have nice weather down there, I guess.
And no one said Eat, Pray, Love, which just confirms that that's a garbage movie.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't think I.
Is that all you had?
No.
Okay.
Well,
keep going.
That's it for surprise. Like not so surprising. Like terrible movies that no one said. I have some good ones too, but I'll let.
Okay. Well, you go ahead.
Well, okay. I can't believe no one mentioned Heavyweights.
Oh yes, I was thinking that. I just can't remember what it was called.
With like Goldberg. Goldberg is in that one, and
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller in one of his early roles. It's a summer.
That's a good one.
It's a summer movie.
Heavyweights. That's so cool.
It's on Disney Plus. Check it out.
It's so good. Yeah, it's funny. Like Ben Stiller is awesome in it, and it is about, at the end of the day, it's about healthy body image and just being healthy. So there you go.
That's a coming of age story too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
and Kenan Thompson, like who's probably the longest running SNL guy ever.
All the heavyweights are in that. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on fire tonight.
I have a couple more. I want to see what you guys think, though. That wasn't.
Well,
mentioned.
I want to see if you say the one.
Oh yeah, I've got one.
You go.
I know what you did last summer. It's
it's right in the name.
It's one of the first. It's one of the first horror movies that I really enjoyed. Where I got pretty scared too because it's terrifying.
It is terrifying. Yeah.
And
you ever get out of the shower and just pray there's nothing written on your mirror?
All the time.
In the steam,
all the time.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah,
another one about dead guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few horror movies that take place in the summertime, but anyway, that was the one I was thinking of.
Mine is Wedding Crashers.
Oh yeah, I guess
might not be considered, I guess, a summer movie, but to me, like the weddings take place in the summer. The football game, and the quail hunting. It is. To me, I would consider it a summer movie, and it's a classic.
All right, I've got one guess that I think you're gonna say that I actually had written down. No one said Blue Crush.
Oh yeah.
Is
that where the shark eats her leg or arm?
No, that's like the true story.
It's the true story.
Let's not talk about that.
No, she gets her arm bitten off.
Yeah, that's Bethany Hamill.
And then she goes on to be like a good surfer.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood's in that movie. No, this is the one with Michelle Rodriguez and Kate Bosworth. It's just the like 3 surfer girls in Hawaii, and they have the younger sister and stuff. And then the football player is in town, like they're on a team retreat or whatever, and they fall in love, and she wins the big competition or doesn't, or I don't know.
Yeah. Is that where that song came from? There's this the Blue Crush. There's a song.
No, so Cruel Summer was covered for that movie. But that was I think it's a Bananarama song that Ace of Base also covered. But I thought that might be the one.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
No.
What about The Big Green? That was the other one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But no, that's not it.
50 First Dates.
Well, that is a summer movie. Well, I guess that's why. Yeah, summer movie. I actually enjoy that movie quite a bit.
Yeah. No, so mine would be American Pie 2.
Okay, that's pretty good.
How did no one say that?
Yeah, I was shocked actually.
Any American Pie,
yeah, really? I mean, I'm a big American Pie guy, but number 2 is like their first year after college. They all come back to town, get together, and they're like, let's rent this cabin for the summer.
Yeah.
After that, they kind of go down a little bit in that series, but it comes back at the end. But
that's good.
Yeah.
I can't believe everyone missed
and
that.
Killer soundtrack too.
They actually all of them had it. They all have some 41 on there, and Blink 182. That's a good one. Yeah,
like Stifler, one of the greatest characters out there.
Yeah, I agreed. Yeah, Hangover could be considered a summer movie.
Yeah.
I mean, going to Vegas. I mean, it's always nice in Vegas, except maybe December or January.
Oh, do you know what no one said? And again, this is it takes place through a whole school year. Kevin's definitely not seen this one. Is Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
That's just another great high school coming of age, working your way towards summer movie. Like Jeff Spicoli. Oh, what a character.
That's it. That's all the summer movies.
That's all the good ones and some bad ones.
I guarantee you we missed about 35 good summer movies.
I mean, if you want to go like those kids 90s movies, I mean, like Little Giants.
Oh yeah,
that could be that's a great movie. It could be a summer
Angels
movie.
in the Outfield. Yeah.
Can't Hardly
Rookie of the
Wait.
Year.
Oh, Can't Hardly Wait is a big one. Yeah, Rookie of the Year. Oh my goodness, we did miss a lot.
Movies. Yeah.
Major League could be one. What's the one? Little Big League.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like the manager or owns the team or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. D2.
They're
playing this summer.
Play roller hockey.
Yeah.
Junior Goodwill Games.
Knuckle puck time.
Yeah.
I think what we've learned is any movie with sunshine could be considered a summer movie.
And you probably haven't seen it.
Or any movie that you've watched in the summertime would also fit.
All right, Strybosh, your summer homework, being the young guy, is to watch a bunch of these movies and let us know what you think.
And you have to rank them out of 30.
I don't think there's 30 to watch.
We'll find enough.
I'll find some sunny movies.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I still can't get over that you don't like Dazed and Confused.
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't think it's anything super special. I thought it was good, and I think I liked it a lot more in the past.
Watch it again. You'll like it. Maybe.
Okay.
probably. Watch it with Kevin because he hasn't seen anything.
Okay, we'll have a date night, Kev.
Okay. Anyways, that is it for Deer Call. Thank you again.
What do you mean, anyways? You're the one that started the conversation.
Man, I just get in the zone and I'm trying to segue. And you
Shut
ruined
up.
it. Yeah. But anyways, that is it for Deer Call. Thank you as always to everyone this time for giving Strybosh a long list of movies he needs to watch. Now we're going to move in to a game. Luckily for both of the Kevins, it is not, or what did we call it? GADMABs. It is a word game. We're going to play Taboo. We've done this before where we made our own Central Alberta version of Taboo. This time I wasn't so on the ball. We're just going to play the actual version of the game. But as always, we don't want to get sued. So I just put the word taboo into my thesaurus. So we're going to play Unmentionables.
Oh, that's good. I was going to call it Tab Don't, but either way.
Taboo, Tab Don't.
Tab Don't. We'll go with yours, though.
Yeah, I think Unmentionables works.
Yeah.
I'm just now only realizing that Unmentionables also means like underwear and bra, but whatever. We'll work with it. Again, this is a fun game to play. The rules really quick. It's going to be Lund and I on a team and the Kevins on a team. You guys are playing for kind of redemption too from last week.
We're playing for all Kevins.
Yeah. Or at least the two of you.
You can have them. We'll play for everybody else.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. But last weekend, both Kevins lost in our game of Mad Gabs, and they have to caddy for us for 9 holes at some point when London and I go golfing. So we're doing a double or nothing. So if you two win, you don't have to caddy. That's it. But if you lose, not only are you still going to have to caddy, but you're each going to have to cut mow Lund's lawn. Oh boy, we're going to do bad at this game. Mow Lund's lawn each once. And whoever has to go first, it's pretty long right now.
Yeah, and he's talking about my actual lawn, not my
Thank you. That was my question.
Which one's longer?
the lawn.
That's great TV. Thank you.
You're welcome, Rogers.
Best part is I'm going to bleep it, and they're going to think it's way worse.
I'm not talking about my bleep.
It's not what you think.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just take it all out. I don't know. But Taboo. One person on your team is going to be the clue giver, and the other person is going to be the guesser. So we're each going to have a turn doing both. The word is going to come up. You have to try and get that person to guess the word without saying any version of the word or any version of the 5 unmentionable words, tab don't words that are on there, and you can't gesture and you can't do rhymes with or anything. But otherwise, pretty simple.
Yeah, very straightforward. Everyone knows the rules. Everyone knows the stakes. Let's play Unmentionables.
All right, I think maybe Strybosh and I will switch seats just to make it easier for the administering part of this. Right, here we go. What a seamless switch. No one even knew. All right. So the Kevins, you guys can choose if you want to go first or second. So you guys are going to go, then we're going to go, then you're going to go again, then we're going to go, or vice versa, whatever you guys choose.
So we're going to have four words total.
Everyone gets one chance to guess and one chance to be the clue giver.
And then if we're tied, we'll do a 5th round as a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we make them go first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lundy, do you want to be the clue giver first?
You be the clue giver since you have the phone.
Okay. All right. Nice thing about this, it's all timed on the phone and everything. So, Kevin, you can just basically make sure that I'm not saying any taboo words and that
unmentionable words.
All right. This is a hot thing that you eat. It's liquid. There's many different
coffee,
kinds. No,
tea.
You eat when you're sick.
Tea.
Lipton is a brand.
Iced tea.
No,
Lipton.
food.
Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken soup.
Okay, this is what you might call like a young, good-looking girl, I guess.
Babe.
Jerry Seinfeld just made a movie about these.
Oh, unfrosted Pop-Tart.
Second word, yeah.
Tart.
I'm a little blank.
Teapot. Short and stout.
All right, this is a insect that crawls around.
Ant, spider.
It becomes something beautiful.
A caterpillar.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lay out a blanket and have
picnic.
Yeah. Oh, princess
Diana.
No, I didn't have enough.
Otto.
There. It was Jasmine.
Oh yeah.
I would have put in more. Okay, we got 5.
Woo!
5 that time. It was not bad. Soup took you a little longer. than I thought
no,
it would.
I had
The
tea
whole
on my
food
mind. I
thing,
couldn't get tea out of my mind.
And at least teapot came up.
Yeah. All right, that's a pretty good.
That's not a
opening
bad
score.
start. Yeah. Which of you wants to be the clue giver first?
I will. All right. There's roses come in this shade.
Red, pink, white.
Pink. This is something that you eat. It's a hearty meal, usually in the winter months. It's heavy meal. You
Pasta, meatloaf.
You make it in a slow cooker.
Chili.
Pass.
Nice. Get in his head. Yeah.
Oh, vampires hate this.
Garlic.
Yep.
Wow.
This is where you would take your dog to get better.
Veterinarian.
Vet.
Vet.
You are all about this. Eating is having a good eating habits.
Healthy.
Time's up.
Diet.
Oh, diet.
You got 3.
This is the one I missed in the like a slow cooker.
Oh,
chili?
Stew. You could have said thick
did
soup.
you say
would've
chili?
worked.
Yeah.
I said chili.
Yeah.
All right, so we're up 5-3, Lund. If I remember, you were not the best clue giver in the past,
Well,
but I
if I
believe
remember,
in
you were not the best guesser in the past, so we're tied. All right, this is a piece of bread that we got at the end of the sun run.
A croissant.
Yeah. Oh, bonfire.
Marshmallow, s'mores.
Yeah, marshmallow. Good guess. This is what the Kevins are going to have to do if they lose.
Mow the lawn, cut the grass.
And they're going to use this tool.
Lawnmower.
Yep.
It's very slow on that.
Pass. When someone dies and they don't want to be buried,
cremated, cremation,
and what
urn,
and
ashes.
where do you yeah, nice.
There's
Oh,
yellow
that sniff,
phlegm,
time's up.
Sneeze.
It was aroma, but I couldn't say
Aroma.
smell. How many did we get?
Oh, you got 4 there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we lost a lot of time with you just hitting the green button there. It wasn't the quickest.
You need 6.
Right, you need 6.
Oh, no one's ever got 6 before.
You can do it. You just got to just say stuff.
Yeah.
Wavelength.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Delicious.
Pizza. Delicio.
That country.
Italy. Italian.
Stringy.
Meatballs. Spaghetti.
More
spaghetti
broad.
and meatballs.
More broad. Like
pasta.
Yeah. Pina colada. You put like one of these.
Umbrella. Drink
sweet. Like,
oh my goodness, a cherry?
No. Prickly on the outside.
Pineapple. Coconut.
Just pineapple.
Not an apple.
Orange.
But a different one of those. And it's got a
the shape of my body.
Peach, pear.
Shape of my, yeah.
It's good. Not a. Oh, that's tough.
That is a tough one.
I was trying to think of the.
6-9 though. Nice.
Oh, it's over. We won.
Yeah, we won.
Let's go. Get 2 free lawn mows.
No redemption for the Kevins.
And caddies.
That's fine. We're gonna go. I think we're gonna go watch some Minion movies and learn from Kevin the Minion because he is the leader.
He don't speak good English either.
No,
though.
but he's made Kevin's popular again.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe
Yeah,
we
you
can get
guys aren't doing
inspiration
much
from him.
in these games.
That's
yeah.
true.
No.
You know what? You'll learn from this. You'll get better. You'll grow.
Yeah, pasta really hung you up. Those
It
carbs,
did,
you couldn't
yeah.
figure. You got a lot of food ones too.
I like the pear.
delicious.
No, I like
Delicious.
the
I
pear.
can't believe that was
The apple.
The
first
apple.
word
It's
but-
like an apple, but something else.
It's another one of those.
Yeah.
That was. I thought.
I knew you were gonna say
I knew where you were
orange.
going,
I knew you
yeah.
were gonna say orange, and I was like, not an orange,
Round,
but like
yeah.
the next one.
And obviously, you couldn't say fruit.
Yeah.
I just like that delicious.
Delicio.
Yeah.
Delicio.
But then you almost got there with pizza.
Honestly,
then
you started
yeah.
with pizza.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, and we're on a roll.
2-0.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember past the last one.
Last
but
two episodes were 2-0. I think you won the game the last time too. But hey, that just about does it for this episode. So as always, just wrap things up with everyone's final thoughts.
I was ready to redeem myself in the game, and I didn't do that. And I've also seen 0 movies, so I'm going to chalk this one up as another L.
Yeah. Some of those movies are delicious, though. So if I could describe them in one word.
You guys are probably pretty happy. You don't have to mow your lawn for like the next month.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have anyways.
Yeah.
It's a win.
I like how Lund continually is like, come tomorrow.
It is. It's every time we even think about mowing, it's rained. So that's our excuse.
It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
So tomorrow would be a good day.
Yeah, just get it out of the way.
Yeah. Come hang out. Come hang out for a beer.
Okay, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking right now. come tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all for this episode of the Oh Dear podcast. Thank you once again to everyone tuning in on Rogers TV and to Rogers TV for presumably letting us put a second episode out there. Honestly, I had no idea if we'll make the cut or not, but like I said, only time will tell. If you're just discovering this podcast, you can download all previous 38 episodes of Oh Dear on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere really where you get your podcasts, and every episode, along with a whole bunch of other content, also available on our YouTube page. So go find us, like, subscribe, the whole deal. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because we will take all the followers we can get. So on that note, for Ryan Lund, Kevin Walsh, and the athlete Kevin Strybosh, I'm Ted Emmett. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Get to bed, Sharon.
Oh, dear. Oh, Dear is recorded on location at Communal Creative Studios in Red Deer, Alberta. Previous episodes of the Oh Dear podcast can be found on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. For more content, subscribe to Oh Dear on YouTube and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. If you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions for future content, contact us at ohdearpodcast@gmail.com.